Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you're from which district?
Sir, I am from Kandhamal district.
Okay. So tell me something about Kandhamal district.
Sir, it's a mostly tribal district. 58% of the population are tribal people. And also the scenic beauty and the natural, the climate and the weather also is very good there. And also, sir, it is home to Daringbadi, which is called as the Kashmir of Odisha. And there are many waterfalls and very scenic, beautiful temples as well in Kandhamal district.
Has the government done anything, the state government, to tap the tourism potential of Kandhamal district?
Sir, only recently it has been done. Before it was not done actually. That is why Kandhamal still remains a little bit poor in economic development. But the tourism potential is huge, sir. But the state government has duly noticed its potential, and recently so many waterfalls and also other temples are also being renovated, and they are being prepared to be a tourist spot for attracting other tourists. Yes, sir.
So anything you want, any improvements you see in Kandhamal district?
Sir, I would say two things. Sir, one thing is Kandhamal soil. The soil type is actually, sir, the topography is very uneven. So it is agriculturally unproductive. But it is very good for horticulture, sir. But the cold storage facilities are not there. That is why it's not being tapped properly. And another, sir, as you said, the tourism potential is huge because it is the only district which can act as a hill station for the whole state people.
You told like, okay, the soil is not good.
Yes,
What type of soil?
sir, the maximum are red laterite soil, which are not very, they cannot hold water for long time.
Okay. You have qualified recently OES.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me some current problems plaguing the education system of Odisha.
Yes, sir. Sir, the first problem I will say is huge dropout rates, especially among women, girl children. After primary education, we have ensured that students come to school. We have ensured that universalization of primary education has occurred. But the middle and secondary education and higher education as well, the dropout rates are huge. So that is one problem. And next problem I will say, sir, infrastructural issues. Although with 5T, high schools have been transformed, but the primary schools, they remain a little lagging behind. So that is one area where we could improve.
How to improve?
Sir, I think the 5T can be extrapolated to primary and higher education as well. It is a very good initiative actually, 5T initiative. I see in my school as well, where I am posted as a headmistress, the amount of transformation that has been done in the 5T transformation project is truly exemplary, sir.
Okay. What are your views on the new education policy?
Yes, sir. Sir, it's actually very futuristic, I would say, first of all, because it incorporates all the elements that we were hoping that an education policy should have. First of all, multidisciplinary education. There will be multidisciplinary institutions coming up. Interdisciplinary studies are gaining prospect now, so that is one area. And also mother tongue education. Third is restructuring of the curriculum, which is crucial, and also, sir, inclusion of technology. So they have included technology in every aspect.
You want any improvement in that, or it's fine for now?
In education policy, sir, the policy I think is fine, but the execution part, I think it has to be treated properly. It has to be done properly. The policy part is fine, sir.
You have done your MSc in Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
So why not Odisha? Why Karnataka?
Sir, actually, the national level exam is there, JAM, joint IIT JAM exam is there. Through that, I got in Karnataka.
So what do you think the difference in education system in Karnataka and Odisha? Any difference?
Yeah, sir, the theoretical part is not much different. I did not find any much difference, but the practical aspect is really different. The South universities mostly, they focus more on practical education. We used to have 2 practical classes every day of the week, and the teachers also, the professors there, they also used to focus on practical aspects more. So that I found a little bit different than Odisha universities.
Okay. You have your home science as a optional.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the difference between NGO and a civil society?
Sir, civil society is a voluntary organization of people which may or may not be registered. But NGO is properly registered. There is an act for it, and they are recognized by government as registered non-government organizations.
What is the difference between a cooperative and NGO?
Okay, sir. Sir, cooperative society, they are the profits are shared by the stakeholders, are the participants of the group.
Basically, it's a
Profit motive. Yes.
NGOs are not meant for
Not they are
profit.
not for profit models.
Can
Sir.
you tell 3 like important NGOs in Odisha? They have contributed towards the development of agriculture. Do you have
Agriculture.
any idea?
Sir, I cannot recall actually at the moment.
Any significant NGO name that comes to your mind?
Sir, PETA,
PETA.
I
PETA
was
is an international.
international.
Any Odisha NGO? No names are coming.
Sir, sorry, sir, I'll read up on that. Sir.
Childline is something. Is there? Childline, have you heard about that?
Yeah, the child line number is the 1098
That is
number.
NGO.
That okay.
It is also an NGO that is also working for the children's
Children.
empowerment.
Yes, sir.
Then, okay. So, what do we understand by extension education?
Sir, extension education is a department, is a part of the studies where the university students, where the education reaches to the local people. We try to inculcate the knowledge that we gain in university to the local people, to the community people through different ways. Audiovisual aids can be used, posters or different type of programs, dramas, those can be arranged, and the education basically relates to the vocation, mainly agriculture or animal husbandry or family planning, homemaking. This kind of activities are done where university students and teachers, professors also, they go to the local people and they try to engage with them for development of the local people.
The advantage of audiovisual aid over audio aids.
Sir, first of all, it caters to the physically handicapped persons as well. Next, it is very interactive. People understand better using the audiovisual aid. And third, it is very, I would say, less time consuming, because if we say orally or posters or then they will not able to grasp that easily as they will grasp through audiovisual aids.
What do you understand by program planning?
So program planning has basically 6 steps, but I am not able to remember the proper
Just
steps.
given
Yeah.
definition. What do you understand by program planning?
Sir, it's a initial planning that we do for organizing any kind of program. We do it by different steps. That we first collect data, that what we need to organize the program. Then we separate it into categories, and then we organize the program through planning. There are actually 6 steps. I'll read
What
about
do you
them.
understand by SWOT analysis?
SWOT analysis.
Have you heard of this SWOT?
Sir, I have heard the
Word.
word, but I am not able to recall.
Okay. What is the use of food pyramid?
Food pyramid. Yes, sir. Sir, the food pyramid basically is a guideline by which we can see like the portion control. I mean, how much carbohydrate we should eat, how much proteins we should eat. The fats will come at the top, that is the pointed part, which will that we should eat the least amount, and the carbohydrates will be at the bottommost. Proteins and vegetables, they will lie in the middle section.
What do we understand by malnutrition?
Sir, malnutrition is a condition where the child is not getting enough nutrients out of the food that he is consuming. It can, 2 types of is there. One is normal, which we say that the child is malnourished. The other is hidden malnutrition is also there, where enough calories are consumed by the children, but they are not getting nutrients. I mean, The diet is not
Micronutrients.
micronutrients
So
are
that
not
means
there.
that 5 micronutrients deficiencies are there.
Uh,
Will you be able to tell 5 micronutrients?
5 micronutrients.
Basic 5 micronutrients that leads
Yes.
to your deficiency related disease. As you told na,
Yes,
there
sir.
is a protein energy malnutrition,
Yes,
there is
sir.
a hidden malnutrition.
Yes, sir. Sir, potassium is one, calcium, iron, and
Potassium is not
potassium is not.
there. Iodine, vitamin A,
Yeah,
folic acid.
vitamin A, folic acid.
Okay. Just go through once.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I have not.
Okay. I can understand.
Yeah.
No issue. Just when is your
Sir, it's on 22, sir.
time?
Yeah.
You have sufficient time. Okay. Today, have you read your newspaper?
Sir, actually, I was in school the whole day.
Used to read newspaper or not?
Yeah,
Which
I read
one?
newspaper. I
Which
read
newspaper?
Hindu newspaper. Sometimes I read news Indian Express as well. If I know that there is a good article coming or, but I usually read at
the
night.
editor of the Hindu as of today, like now?
Sir, I'll definitely go and check that.
Publishing house. The
I
Hindu.
have no idea.
Okay. So, what is the role of you can say ICT in administration?
ICT in administration. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, it is very crucial actually because we are hearing of e-governance. Even second ARC one special report is there on e-governance. Basically, to make to remove the hurdles that bureaucracy and the paperwork generally presents through inclusion of ICT in bureaucratic and administration, we can facilitate easier the paperwork and the formalities that thing can be easily done. And like for example, sir, earlier every employee used to have a service book, but now through HRMS the process is really consolidated. Yeah, that is for record purpose, sir. But through HRMS only everything is most of the works are happening.
You know, there is a government software, you can say, for automating the land records. You know that?
Sir, it recently came in news also.
There is a portal. It is
Yeah.
easily like we used to have our pattas and everything.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have the patta, if you know your khata number, plot
Yes,
number,
sir.
you can download your patta anyway.
Yeah, even just like clicking on Google also it comes.
That is Bhulek.
Bhulek. Yes,
You
sir.
can go to Bhunaksha also for the
Bhunaksha.
maps.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then one more thing.
So you mentioned food blogging.
Yes, sir.
So how do you do it? You have a blog or something?
Sir, mostly I do it on Instagram, but I have not been much active after getting into the service.
So what type of cuisine do you like?
Sir, I'm more.
Eating.
I actually like cooking more, but Indian cuisine I prefer the most. Chinese I do not like because of all the
Any
sauces.
special? You have your specialty on any cooking? Any particular?
Sir, Odia cooking I am
Anything
preferably.
special? Just tell me. What is?
Sir, I cook really good mutton curry.
Mutton
Yes.
curry.
Kandamal mutton is actually very tasty, sir.
Okay.
That's
What's
why.
the difference Kandamal mutton and Cuttack mutton? Suppose
Sir, actually the goats in Kandhamal district, they usually they stay in jungle. They are eating the grass of the jungle. So that's why it's the mutton meat is tasty.
You belong to a tribal district.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is your take on the tribal agriculture? Because generally they are doing it subsistence agriculture.
Yes, sir.
Now again government is moving towards the organic agriculture. So I think they are already doing it organic kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
But do the subsistence agriculture and organic agriculture is one and the same, or is there a difference?
So there is a difference basically, and obviously subsistence agriculture is mostly they burn the jungle and they cultivate it for some time and they leave it barren.
That is slash and burn.
Yeah, that is slash and burn. Subsistence is
Subsistence is for their
Own
own
use.
consumption.
own use.
Not for
Yeah.
commercial purpose.
But
Not for
organic
commercial.
is also for the commercial one.
Sir, organic
Obviously.
can be used for
Yeah.
both.
So that
Personal
is
consumption and commercial both.
But not in case of the subsistence.
Not in case of subsistence.
Tribal agriculture. What generally because tribal agriculture are generally not
Yes, sir.
conventional one. So what opportunity you can see as far as Kandhamal is concerned?
Sir, millets.
Millets.
Yes, government
Any
is.
specific millets or
Yeah.
anything?
Yes, sir. Sir, finger millet,
Finger millet.
ragi, that is produced in huge amount in Kandhamal. It is exported throughout the state. through
Do
Kandhamal.
you consume ragi?
Yes, sir. Sir, my mother makes some kind of kheer out of mandia. Yes, sir.
Okay, one more thing I want to ask. So basically, I see that you have done your PG in chemistry, right?
Yes, sir.
But but you've not taken chemistry as one of your optionals.
Yes,
So
sir.
why is so?
Specific reason for that?
Sir, it was
Plus she is the gold medalist in chemistry, so you should take, right?
Sir, actually, it was a well calculated decision I took based on the availability of materials, availability of guidance, and the easier preparation also. Since I was preparing for a lot of exams at the same time, so I had to take a smart decision where I could score good by with my preparation. So that's why I decided on that.